All right. Hello, everybody. You know what the time is. It is time for another, once again, to be with the New Year's thing. So, anyways, it's 2025, everybody. And apparently, right now, I got to pretty much say is that, hold on, just turn on the light for a bit. Just with like the Mario lights. So, let me look for a minute. Give me a second. Give me a second. At least I'm trying to put it on or somehow just turn it on right now, and there it is. It's like a different color. All right, yellow. Yeah, something with a different color. So, oh wait, I like that bit of a different color. Yellow. Okay, there we go. So, hello everybody. I am Golden Devin-Foxy Remastered. And I want to say is Happy New Year's, everyone. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. That's right. Happy New Year's. That's right. I gotta say, it's finally time. And I should say that 2025 is going to be worth something pretty better. Or even hell, the best thing's ever going to happen completely right here and now. That this time, everybody, that 2025 is about to begin. So, I hope to say that you guys might as well enjoy 2025 this year. It is time to say bye bye to 2024 and then now starting up in 2025. I just want to make this announcement for everybody and make this completely understandable, as I will say, and will might as well can't say, or will ever say. So, I just want to say that I'm going to be making some announcements for everybody, even though I'm going to make this like a long, some bit of a video, which I probably will go for the explanations of how this is going to be changed and re-changed for more likely a good reason and cause. That's going to be a good reason and stuff. Now, is if pretty much if anybody is familiar that I did explain with like some true parts I said about like doing with two gaming, yes, those two gamings are coming soon to be an official. That will be about is Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Simulator Revisited, which we gotta do all of that again, but the second time, of course. And then, of course, the next one will be about the Left 4 Dead 2, which, if any of you guys want to rock and roll for that amazing, well done game, that is definitely the same company name that made Team Fortress 2, but it's going to be about the good guys, known as the face against, of course, the zombies, which also it's going to be one hell of a ride to pretty much do all of that of this year, 2025. So, if you guys are here to be excited about we're finally about to come back to the same thing with Find Freddy's 6, or should I still say referring to as Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator, but revisited time. Yes, that's probably what that is going to be first. And if you guys are actually excited for that's going to be first, then yes, it's going to definitely be a first. And then the only thing that's coming up second will be definitely Left 4 Dead 2, which that actually will be next up as well. And like I said before, that man, I got lots of stuff to do. Literally lots of gaming stuff to do. Even though I'll still keep on going and going and going. For example, which I'll still memorize through all of those, which I still will, and will might as well achieve. But I just want to say, most likely, that I hope that you guys have an amazing year, a really great, amazing year, because this is a message to me and my fans of my community, of my first channel's community, that I do want to say for everybody that it's time and time that we are about to start anew, which it's going to be a very interesting, well, amazing videos that's going to come from me, which usually, like I said, if I do need a break, remember, all I'm going to say is if I'm on a break, which means I'm on separate channels, if anybody has, like, opening ears on that question, remember, if I say that, then it's opening ears. But if I have to deal with things, then let me deal with things as I possibly can and will. Like, there's an old saying sometimes, is that I'm not usually always going to be the one that's going to have to keep checking and checking to be on from something else, from whatever. Like, if it's like from YouTube to Discord and Discord to YouTube. It's just that sometimes I'm never always am sometimes gonna reply back. Sometimes. Because I have like stuff to do. Like, you know what I've always do. Like, for example, that Ice Heart told me that he said that he usually goes to a job or something, which I sometimes will, may, or not be very sure about it. But like I said, at least he's doing something too, which most likely the half of the people on Discord should do the same by getting off Discord and touch some grass for the New Year's stuff in 2025. But if not, too bad. So what I'm going to say here is just to say that I will actually be doing the changes around here on my Discord, which it's about time that Iceman is going to like let me be the leader and let me have a new group Discord group chat, which is finally going to happen for real, which is going to be 100% real, not clickbait. Which, like I said, it's going to happen either way. That, like I said, oh yeah, it's going to time to be a real change. Because, like I said, it's just time, man. I have been through enough being bullied for so many times. A little bit of some parts of the time were a little bit different events that happened with my group, of my Discord group, which that's why I'm replying to say. But like I said, it's going to be time where there's going to be real change. Real. And I mean real change. That's what I want to be pointing out for everybody. So, like I said, I'm going to be making more good things that's going to be on my channel for the rest of my years of pretty much continuing on YouTube and for such. So, like I said, I'm not going to go anywhere and I'm not going to retire on YouTube. Still never going to. Because, like I said, I'm going to keep on doing my absolute good work and keep on making the videos as I keep getting everybody entertained, excited, and some laughter maybe, and some good jokes. Even if some jokes won't be that good or some jokes could still be good, but it always remains in common sense and every sometimes on the board. So, if you guys are excited to see the new stuff that's coming around, then yes, that's what we're going to start on with. And just remember what I said, that I'm going to probably be off not doing Team Fortress 2 reactions. No. I've did those for a long time by now, and it's time for something a little different. A little bit different in the pot, if anybody knows what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about like actual pot. I'm talking about like a different kind of ideas that doesn't involve with the pot. So what I'm going to say here is that I'm going to still continue reacting to like plush videos still. Like continue on with reacting to plush videos, for example, because trust me, I've always liked plush videos for so many years. I've always liked it. I've always enjoyed it, even if sometimes it will or not make any sense. But in the end, it just makes me very happy to see how awesome the videos go. As I say, to be expected. You know, as long as it's always been a fair, medium fair that stays on different balance, that doesn't go bad or doesn't go bad from both completely sides or at the center, that's exactly what I'm saying. So, if anybody wants to understand that, then please be sure to let that be my decision. And also, the other decision I've always been thinking about was me reacting to like more Friday Night Funkin' videos, which doesn't intend mods. So like I said, I've always been against their mods, which I never liked their mods anyway. I just don't even like it anyway. I'd rather like the regular characters that makes actual sense in a story mode. So that's all I'm gonna do, and I will consider to react into one Friday Night Funkin' video for the very first time that I'll ever react to and enjoy. My only two favorites are just Daddy Dearest and Tank Man. That's all I'm here to enjoy those two about. Even if there was going to be all characters, that's fine. That's just what I'm going to say in general. And the only next thing I'll say is that there will be more reactions by me reacting to more Left 4 Dead 2 stuff, SFMs, known as animations stuff, which it's going to get real interesting, everybody. Like I said, it will just get interesting. And also, as in for like everything else, oh yes, those are, like I said, are definitely on board for me to do more reaction videos and stuff. Now, what I'm going to say about gaming, it's going to get really good. Like, really good. And I've actually said that once I do hit 600 subscribers, I'm going to decide and think about what special I'm going to do for the channel of mine, for my very first channel. Like, I could decide which one I could react to, or maybe just do a gameplay video that might be celebrated for that. And the only true and real question is, how am I going to do it? Well, it's going to take some time to do that. It'll just take some time, benefit time, amazing time, and we'll actually get more stuff completely being done easier to even get it even better and done. And that's all I want to be braining up for about in that absolute announcement that I want to be braining up from there. So yeah, and I've actually decided once we do hit 600 subscribers, we are, by the way, are gonna do an amazing job. As long as I do good cameraing for most of the time, then that's like I'll do a very better job for getting for 600 subscribers to make an absolute special, or it's just gonna probably be me doing something random. You may never know what happens in that special. But like I said, it's going to get a good one, and it's going to be a very amazing one. As long as, like I said, it's going to be a very true and well done video, then I'll still take them out of the best credit I can do and will actually request for. Now, the only next thing I want to bring my attentions is about, like, still talking about, like, Freddy Fazbear's seasons. Like, or should I say, Finance of Freddy season plush. My bad, meant to say that. So, once we do over past 600 subscribers. Now remember, we got to focus about the 700. I'm not saying we're going to do it now, but I'm just saying that it might be coming into a very good timing that I will have to release the Five Nights at Freddy's season plush that everybody has been so much been waiting for me to release and make the announcement, as it's always going to be the deal. That once the deal is signed, then it's time to get it started, which, like I said, it'll come to the table with me and David Parks to bring that in suggestion, because once I signed the contract for David Parks, just me and him off recording, then it's going to be time to make that as an official and will be the best season I'll ever make. Like, the hugest season ever. Like, it's only going to be about, like, the Five Nights at Freddy's timelines only. Like I said, it's going to go from Fazbear's, or should I say, Fredbear's Family Diner first, all the way to Help Wanted. That's when Help Wanted ends. The very first one ends. About me finishing that all the way to the last spot. That way, it will be said and done and finished. Even though there will be a good reason of why, who, when, how, and why, for example, it's just going to take time. Like, I'll still do the characters of the impressions of the animatronics, though, because I'll still have to try to do that, which that's what I'm going to do. So I'll still take my time and we'll get that set up and released once I'll get that started to make that as a go. And as in for any chances that, yes, my eye, by the way, is going to take some time to heal up, since my eye is kind of actually a little bit not doing that well, which my eye, by the way, I can still try to see, but this eye I can definitely see a bit, but for my right or whatever my side is, won't probably see as well as a different result. But it'll at least try to open a little bit. That's what I'm saying. So, just want to make that as an announcement for everybody and just see what you guys think, or whatever, whenever we start, like, the best New Year's we're ever going to do for this channel for the very first time, for, like, a new change on my first channel since forever. Since it's about time that we're going to start talking about, like, very good things, positive things, very amazing things, and also will be enforced rules. Because, like I said, I make the rules, whatever I do with my channel or whatever. And then it comes to the same thing on my Discord that I'll also will be enforcing as well. As long as that me and Iceheart negotiate all the rules on Discord, remember, it's going to be an effect. 100% effect only. Because, like I said, once it goes, then it stays forever. There's no taking it off. So, as in for now, guys, I just want to make that as a very good understanding and full, complete understanding for how I'm going to do this and how am I going to, like, change all of that and just get that entirely amazing to continue. So, I want to say this, it's been a very true and amazing honor to have myself be in this channel forever, of my very first channel and all my separates. I thank everybody for my greatest accomplishments I've ever made in the channel, and I want to appreciate all the good people out there of my true, real Devin-Foxy fans, like true, amazing, well done people that I could ever ask for. Lots of times that I could say it even again. That I want to thank everybody for whoever supported my channel. I could have never done this without anybody on my side. Really. I really wanted to say that in the bottom of my soul and heart at the same time for everybody. So, like I said, I hope everybody respects my decisions and keeps making me continue even forward to make more videos, even though I might be a little sad sometimes or just have a little bit happy tears in a little bit for some good reasons. But all I want to say for everybody is just always be sure to keep on enjoying the stuff that you guys really enjoy so much for the greatest times of all time. So, I gotta say, this is gonna be amazing. We're gonna start on with, like, really amazing. We're gonna start with. Like, all I gotta say from 2017 all the way to 2025 has really gotten me some good accomplishments, very much likely. So I'm gonna count from the fingers of mine. So that's 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. That's like 9 years I've been on YouTube. Like, I can't believe I'm saying it, but I've been in YouTube for 9 years. Like, this is really amazing. I can't believe I'm saying it, but 9 years is just so good. Like, really damn good. That I could really be proud of myself as a true American, as a very great person in my soul, very much likely. And I'd say to this is that I will say is God bless America for everybody, and really say that is much likely. And all I could say from this is thank you for having me be on the channel. And it's been always been my dream to always still continue my dreams of being a YouTuber and just, I don't know, just keep on reaching the top and the top, even though I'm still like on the near the 600 stuff, which I could probably be a little bit more closer to reach. But like I said, with everybody on my side, like true, real Devin-Foxy fans, I will appreciate you forever. And remember, whoever's a fake is going to be gone. Just remember, we can never allow fakes to be allowed on this channel, ever. Because if there's any fakes, me and my fans will take care of the problem and have that blocked and gone. Because the next second I want to hear some good news, if anybody has catch a real eye out there, then remember, report all that to me, and I will absolutely do all that just to get rid of that answer and get that done. So remember, if anybody's excited for this year, I've always been excited for the year that we're going to totally start something new and fresh. From now on and here and there, that I want to say that all of us should be amazing out there. Not trying to like create chaos. I'm just talking about like the Discord stuff, just for a little bit of the half of the Discord stuff. So remember, I just want to say that I will be sure to make a list whoever I'm not going to be talking to, basically that I'm actually going to write a list of the names on my Discord who I'm no longer going to trust anymore or will actually take care of the answer. Because like I said, it's not like I don't hate the people. It's just that sometimes that some had created a lot different chaos than I could have ever expected that was never to be good. Because like I said, once I gave those people the chance to stay, then they get the chance to be done and pack their things in to move out. Because like I said, I will no longer want to be having negotiations or associating or even heck communicating with the other person. So just remember, once I make the list, I will make the list. And me and Iceman, or should I say me and Iceheart, are going to definitely come to an agreement, and we're definitely going to get all that done on the Discord stuff, the half a Discord of my group, of the community, that we're going to be making a new one, toss out the old one, and then make all the rules as I go. Because it's time to make this as a good change, and we'll start a very good time while we're going to do that. So remember, Iceheart, if you're watching this video, remember, all I want you to do, and me as myself, that we're going to make the rules. We're going to like kick a few people off of our group because some had created chaos. which I wanted to say that to you, Iceheart, to actually fully understand my commitment and my rules. Because remember, once I make the rules, you have to follow it. Most likely, some part of the time of the rules. Because if nobody doesn't agree or to disagree the rules I actually make, then they're going to be kicked or pretty much likely timed out or will have to learn a lesson. So remember, once the lesson is learned, then remember never to make the exact same mistake again. Because if it goes on and continues, that's when it's time to use the fingers to snap, like the Thanos snap to erase it from existence. So remember, that is going to happen, okay? That's just what I want to tell you about that, Iceheart. That's all I want to say. Even though I'm a little bit off topic for the question, but we're going to continue with the question. So, yes, we're going to continue with the question. So, the question I want to tell everybody is I hope that we're going to say that there's going to be some good change of the year, or pretty much with like the world exactly. That I'm so excited to hear that the world is finally about to rechange a newborn, like about to rechange everything. Good things coming around, like finally seeing like prices going down. Like, I'm like, thank God. Like, I really am going to say, thank God. We're going to have that come down to a big end of finish. Like, we're going to see every single part of the dollars coming down and down. Because I like to say it's finally going to be a good thing, totally a good thing. And I actually want people to like be nice to each other from one another. Like, even though, like I said, I'll take care of the problem, even if some people might be new or not to be new, then remember, don't try to be rude and don't try to pretty much like do anything negatively that I would be saying. Because whoever does anything negative or other negativities and stuff, remember, those stuff are not allowed. Remember to use positivity, only positives. That will only be a good thing for everybody of the heart of the soul that actually remains to exist. So remember, like I said, even though I do like taking roles of being good guy or a bad guy sometimes, of like even if it's my favorite characters, remember, the thing I always say is I always will respect everyone for whoever agrees to disagree or disagree to agree. I'll always will be sure to notify that question. So that's just what I want to talk about. And as in for like whatever I'm going to say that the most likely the best years are going to come around is that I hope to say this that yeah, I hope some stuff are going to be coming to be good and we could finally have common sense again, that we could all finally be in the table and negotiate on the table and finally start talking. Because also, I do have a right sometimes, whenever I'm on Discord sometimes, that I do have a right to respond or not to respond. Because, like I said, it's freedom of speech, okay? It's just freedom of speech. That's all I'm going to say. It even comes to the same thing on my YouTube as well, that I will sometimes respond or won't respond, as long as it's a good comment and question. That's when I'll try at least to see if I can respond to that. And as in for likely, about like me like talking about like the computer being more different. Well, here's what I want to tell everybody, that yes, I do have a new computer, but it's more likely going to be a TV computer instead. Which all I can say that there's going to be a different change about that too. That oh yes, it's going to have real sound. Like even though it's going to be like a supersonic sound all the time, like it's going to have like actual noises or loud noises sometimes. That's what I'm talking about, is that it's going to finally be some time where it's going to be a little bit different. And also, the only problem with like the screen thing is going to kind of be a little bit of a problem sometimes. That whenever I'm on Steam or whatever, or Google for a matter, sometimes one of those might actually pop off the X and we'll probably be looking at them anyway. Like, if I ever click on an X, it just pops off for no reason. I'm like, what? Since when did it pop off? Like, I was really having no idea what just happened with the X that popped off for no reason. So I was like, damn, did it really just happen? I'm like, damn, really? Yeah, so that's just what I want to be saying for that reason. It's just, yeah, I never really expected why that just happened, but yeah, it just really seemed to happen for no reason. Like, really to happen for that reason. So that's just what I want to say, that yes, I actually do have a new computer known as a TV computer. That, oh yes, I had the TV for many years. Whenever I was like 9 years old or seven, that I barely have that same old TV. But it's going to be more likely a TV computer, which I know it seems a little bit of a weird name to name it, but it just is the name of it. So why not can't call it a TV computer instead? So it'll still be called a computer room, but it's just going to be with a different kind of motto that I'm saying. And oh yes, the only other model that isn't that one, the old one is going to probably be for sale or probably would be sent something else. I don't know, which I've really not made my choice on that idea, but it's going to kind of stay being there on the floor for a bit until there's going to be a different idea or solution that can go on with it. So that's just what I want to be pointing at for that. And oh yes, by the way, I do have a new TV that has like a huge ass TV, like a huge big TV of a big ass TV that I already have in the TV room for myself to watch. Like, let's just say I, for example, watched Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon. That there, by the way, is like a huge screen, like literally a huge screen that I could be watching. By the way, like for many days or many hours I watch. Then yes, that's just a new upgrade that's just kind of been like added, It's just like added. And the only one good question, by the way, what is really even cool is that again, I actually did mention about a SpongeBob reference in a little bit of a reaction video or somewhere, which I'm not very sure if I actually did say it, which I'm not even sure. The only thing that the good question is just that whenever I turn off the TV, goes like it turns off and then the whole screen TV turns off itself, and I'm like, what? Since when does it do that? Like, I was actually pretty honest on that question. I'm like, wait, you can actually do that? Like, that's really cool. Like, it's really cool, man. Like, that's so cool. Like, really cool. Like, that's just why I want to say that it's really cool. And the only thing I actually do want to say from here is that the only next question I do want to talk about is my PS4. Now, the only interesting question I do want to be making a comment about whenever I actually am going to say that, well, if I have too many games or I have too many on my PS4, it goes to the same thing with my Xbox. Is if I have too many games, I actually revealed something differently that comes from the online or offline versions, that none of the achievements slash trophies don't disappear. They actually just stay. And they just actually just let them stay there. And I'm like, no way, that is so cool. Like, that is really so cool. And then I have really not figured out with like the no disc version of it, by the way, which I never discovered it anyway about that idea, but there are going to be many things where I might come into a few other ones to talk about. But again, it's just kind of a little bit new to me for a bit, for like switching to the game or whatever, just switch by seeing where that even leads me to know. And I'm pretty damn excited. And also, the only thing I actually found in the store that was another Best Buy by the any chance, and I did find another WarioWare, was called WarioWare Move It. And I'm like, damn, I never got that on my idea, but I just figured it. And the only thing I want to point out is that I'm at least pretty happy that I finally got my favorite Wario character that finally has gotten another game on the Switch. And I'm like, yes, let's go. I'm like, yes, man. I could finally be joining a bit of somewhat of the good guys, even though that my favorite guy, Wario, sometimes is a bad guy for being a greedy guy, which, hey, I can at least still say it's pretty amazing, though, by different times of it, which, trust me, I've practiced it lots of times while trying to beat the game, and I actually did it for once. Like, I actually really did off recording. Like, no joke of shit, Sherlock shit. Like, really, I passed it. I really did pass it for once. I really did. And that's just what I want to say for now. And if you guys really do have any questions, let me know in the comments. So please be sure, like as always, is like and comment and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified. And the real absolute question is, am I going to do any more plush videos? Well, that there's going to be a hard question I might have to answer or whatever, but that's going to be a hard question to pretty much respond to that, bro. It's going to be like a hard question for me to ask, which The only thing I'm going to ever ask is that I'm going to try to find out for myself if I ever were or will find out about if I ever do like kind of say that it's going to probably like end or somehow or just like make random videos or whatever. But all I'm going to say is that I'm going to kind of leave it in a impossible maybe question that I won't probably say it or blur it out, but it's going to be a hard question, man. Like, I always sometimes would say it's going to be a very hard question for me to say is like, how am I going to really figure this question out? Well, I'm actually thinking about it. So, that's a good question, I could say. Really good question. And just wanted to be, for example, that at least I could say that I'll be happy just to say that it's going to be a very good year for everyone. It's really going to be a good year. Like, war is going to be done. Like, there'll be no more wars forever. Like, the only question I actually do want to be talking about in a different mentioned video that I actually will be making some part sometime soon is about China or Taiwan, which I never even have mentioned those two either. Which, like I said, I probably am not going to mention that anyway because, I'm just really not going to mention it. But I'm just more likely going to have it on a different month, on a different schedule about that reason. So, like I said, I don't side on both reasons. I'm just only here of a person that might actually be like, which one probably would do a good win or not much of a bad win. But like I said, I don't support either each war that sometimes will actually put up a question. Like, remember, there's always going to be a win and win, and there's going to be a loss. Which, there's going to be two different balances. That might be an absolute different question. So, just want to put that in different discussions for now, which I could say in a different reason. So, yeah, that's just why I want to say right now. So if you guys enjoyed this video of Happy New Year's, please remember to hit the like and comment and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified so that way that you guys do not miss a single video that comes on this channel. And I want to say is that it's been a very one hell of an amazing journey in 2024 that the even only things that were kind of okay in 2024, the only things that should have been a little bit balanced in 2024. That should have really been like balanced of the year of this year. Should have been a little bit more balanced because it was more likely that my Discord should have been more likely a bit balanced of my group chat. That should have been a little bit more positive, likely to say nice things, not mean things, because I just don't want to get back to that one last time. And like I said, it's going to be bygones anyway once 2025 that we're rolling into a new year. So it probably won't be that again, and I hope to say that, dear God, I better hope it will not. And yeah, so the real question is, again, I'm never always sometimes going to answer, sometimes that I won't answer. But like I said, it's going to be for everybody's self to always talk to another. It doesn't have to always be me responding to every damn question I'll actually ever answer. So remember, talk to one of your buddies. As I'm referring to my Discord people, that some of them should be talking to another person that doesn't involve me. And plus, there will be no spamming by any sort of reason. That me and Iceheart will definitely be sure to calculate that. Totally calculate it. And there'll be no spamming by other reasons as to ever. There'll be no waving fake guns either. Which, like I said, that there is not cool. It really isn't cool. Like, both isn't really cool either. Like, if it's real or fake, it never matters. It just doesn't matter. It's all bad. Which, seriously, it just doesn't really matter. So, let's just move on with the good part of the year, is that I hope to say that we better hope to reach for 600 subscribers or near 700, because once we do reach to those two things, then we're going to actually be a good on a green light. That we're actually going to be good. So remember, the 600 subscribers thing is either going to be leaded to a reaction video, a gaming video, or maybe something a little different and familiar that I'll actually will come up with. So remember, those are going to be the things I'll actually be mentioning about for the 600. And then for the 700, we're going to do the Five Nights at Freddy's Season Plush, for real. So remember, like I said, we're going to go slow, not fast. Because if it goes too fast, remember, I do not want to be delaying every single part of the deal that I had a discussion with Freddie. So remember, be sure to have that reasoned and also very wise. by the way, because I can't always be sometimes the one to make videos like every single part of the day. And even hell, I actually am going to have a break from my channel anyway to return on the 4th of January to be making content. So just remember, I'm giving myself the time and benefit of the time as I need or want to have. Even if it is going to be my public life or my private life that I deal with every single part of the day. So remember, again, I deal with my things what I want to deal with, okay? Because it's only going to be me, always will be me, and nobody else. Just my own kind of different life that I'll deal with anyways. That has to do with me. So without that being said, hope that everybody understands that and really truly understands that and a very highly aggressive chance about that. So remember, thank you, and I hope to say is Happy New Year's, everybody. Happy New Year's. And I have to say, it's going to be one hell of a good journey for the New Year's of this year, 2025. So I hope to say this, that it's going to be a very good year. And hope to say is thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, everybody. I'm Golden Devin-Foxy, remastered here, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. And then again, next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Sign on out and peace on out. Bye-bye, everybody. See you later and enjoy the New Year's.